So here we have the Mercedes-Benz CLA220d on a 65 plate. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot area of the vehicle first of all. The tailgate on this car will open electronically. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space. The car also comes with the roof bars the previous owner had as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in. And as I mentioned, we'll run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. Now that we've done a full circle though, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, first of all, we have the speedometer and fuel gauge. Over on the right-hand side, you can see the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. And in the centre, the main trip computer, which includes the total mass of this car. They are 140,320. You can change information displayed there. For example, you can have your digital readout for the speedometer or various bits of fuel economy and trip computer information back around to the beginning again. And beneath that section, it will show you what gear this car is in. It's an automatic, so we of course are in park at the moment. If we back out to the steering wheel next, on the left-hand side, we have the buttons I was using to change that information. We have our phone and stereo controls on the right-hand side, the minus and plus pedals so that you can change up and down a gear manually, should you wish to do that. And then over into the center, the main color screen for the car. As you can see, that includes satellite navigation. Really nice display. The zooming in and out that you see me doing there is being done using this dial. This dial will also be useful for many of the screen controls as well. You can also access things directly from here. So for example, if I press the radio button, we are now on the radio menu. I'm using the dial to circulate through those preset stations. I'm also using the dial to change the waveband from AM to FM. We can come back a page from there. We can access, again, using the dial, or the stereo itself, but your media section. This is where you can listen to your own music under the devices section just there. You can see the different ways in which you can listen to music. So plenty of ways overall. You can also, of course, pair your phone from on here as well. And once you've done so, you'll be able to listen to music via Bluetooth audio and make and receive phone calls. The main volume for the stereo is just here. Our CD player, you can answer and end calls from there. Below that, we can turn our parking sensors on and off. This button turns off the stop and start. This car is designed to cut out when it's stationary in traffic to save you fuel. You can also turn off your hazard warning lights, and you can change the driving setup of the car so that you're able to put the vehicle into, and it shows you on here, sport, individual, eco or comfort. It will also show you the same thing on that main screen as well. Below that, we then have dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger and driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine the direction that the air is being distributed in. The air conditioning is off at the moment, so that button turns it on, and you can see it's on because of the light, of course. Or hit auto. The car will now maintain the temperatures that you've asked for by taking full control of the fan speed and direction of the air for you. You can manually override that whenever you wish to. You can see auto has now gone off. We have some storage in here, a 12-volt charging socket, and plenty of storage there as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at West Horsley Motors. We'd love to hear from you soon.